We are in the last months of school, and you already know what it is. And if you don't, you're about to find out. But one of the biggest mistakes that I often see teachers make is that they try to do classroom as usual during this season. And that could be very frustrating for you as a teacher and decrease the productivity in your classroom. And so in today's video, I am sharing 4 tips that you can do to help you not just survive in the last months of school, but actually thrive. Coming up next. Hey, teacher friends, Michelle Holiday here. I'm a behavior strategist, and I help teachers, schools, districts, and youth organizations with strategies and systems to help them manage their classrooms and learning environments with less stress and less struggle. And in today's video, we're talking about 4 tips that I think would really help you not just survive in the last months of school, but actually thrive in the last months of school. So let's begin. Tip number 1, prepare for the season. You are currently in the home stretch of the school year. Spring break is behind you, and summer is in front of you with little to no significant breaks in between. And so this can be a recipe for increased frustration and stress for you and your students. And so many teachers try to face this season doing the typical things to manage their classrooms. But I think it's important to recognize that these are the last months, and it's different from the first months and the middle months, because just as much as you are anticipating the summer, so are your students. And so this tends to bring out different behaviors, or at least heightened misbehaviors in the classroom. So you need to think differently. When I talk about preparing for the season, start to think, what are some things that I can bring into the curriculum, bring into the daily schedule to reduce some of these behaviors? One thing could be to add more brain breaks to your day or your school week. Another one is to start to reverse or review attention-getting signals in your classroom because they may be out of practice. And then also update your rewards and your incentives. So what used to work in the beginning of the year, in the middle of the year, may not be as effective now. So do something new when it comes to it so that you are prepared for the season. Tip number 2, pay attention to the shift when it happens. Take notice of which misbehaviors are increasing in your classroom. For example, often there is a restlessness that tends to show up that can lead to certain unwanted behaviors. So maybe your students are calling out more, they're talking more, they're more fidgety. Noticing the shift will help you stop frustration in its tracks because you will not be caught off guard. Instead, you will see the challenges coming, and this will allow you to be strategic and proactive before things go too far. Here are a few examples to help you be proactive. Give expectations before an activity. Be really specific about the behaviors you're looking for before you do a small group or a whole lesson or an independent activity. Next thing you can do is connect their behavior to a specific reward or incentives that you already have in place. Let them know that their expectation to be an amazing student still exists in the months of May and June, and there are benefits to maintaining what you expect in the classroom. Tip number 3, focus on being proactive. Prevention is so much easier than managing behavior once it's begun. One of the most effective ways of being proactive is to review student and activity expectations consistently. And don't be afraid to be creative when you're doing these reviews. Make this a regular part of how you do classroom in this season. You can also include students and a game framework to make these reviews fun and inviting for the students. Tip number 4, stay structured. Another big mistake I see teachers make during the season is to over-relax the structure in their classroom. A lack of structure can send the message to your students that summer fun has come early. Resist the urge to let your structure fall to the side and stick to routines and procedures that are included in your classroom management system. You will thank me later. And let me just add this bonus tip. Have fun. As a leader of your classroom, it is your prerogative to have fun in the home stretch. Decide to have fun with the curriculum and with your students. Plan out some engaging activities that will bring joy and fun to your classroom. Now, remember, joy does not mean no structure. A lot of joy and fun can happen within the boundaries of some structure. When it came to having fun in my classrooms, I love to focus on themes and projects during this time of the year. It brought a lot of creativity, engagement, plus it also makes the grading a lot easier and it helps the end of the school year to go a little quicker. So there you have it, 4 tips plus a bonus tip to help you thrive in the home stretch of the school year. Now, let me just say this. Thriving in the home stretch starts with a decision. And then it becomes a reality with preparation and implementation. So, what am I saying? It all starts with you. Now, are you willing to thrive in the last months of the school year? Let me know in the comments below, and I will see you in the next video.